Hello, it's your boy Davidoff. I've been waiting to do this video because the show is damn good. Like, really damn good. Surprisingly good. I didn't think it'd be that good, but it is actually really good. It might be the best Star Wars since the original Star Wars. Like, it might be that good, to be fair. I mean, I do love Revenge of the Sith and Force Awakens, but still, like, this takes place, like, I think 5 years after the original trilogy, which is quite interesting. I've been watching some YouTube channels recently on Star Wars, like Mr. Sunday Movies and Sean Chandler, and they mentioned how the best way to move forward is to not focus on the Skywalkers, to do something different, to show something different in the Star Wars universe. And that's true. That's what we need. If we need more Star Wars movies that are actually good, it needs to focus more on something that's not the Skywalkers, something that's not about, you know, the dark side, the Empire and the Jedi. And this is that show. This show does that. This show shows something different about the Star Wars universe, and I think it works really well. Obviously, you probably know about Baby Yoda. If you have the internet, you probably know about all the memes. But there's a Baby Yoda in this. I don't know if they're related or anything to actual, like, if the actual Yoda from the series is related to this Baby Yoda, but they're from the same species. So the Mandalorian obviously is a bounty hunter, and he has a change of heart, basically. They want this baby to be terminated or captured, and he turns, obviously, he turns into protecting the baby. I can't say much more because it's spoilers, and I don't want to spoil things in here, but he turns from bounty hunter to protector. It turns out that he's got some heart, you know. And it's a good, Pedro Pascal, I think, plays the character really well, and the Mandalorian is great. It's probably that was a poor explanation for me, to be honest, from like what happens in the story, but I don't want to say too much without spoiling it. But the point is, this show, it shows something different in the Star Wars universe, something we haven't seen, and it just works so damn well. And I think the show gets better. Like, actually, not every episode, actually. Like episode 2 or 3, I think it was. There's a big battle in that. It was quite nice visually. That's probably like a really good episode. And then it got a bit weaker after that, but it was good throughout. I think, for me, there wasn't one bad episode. For me, like, it was all good. Each episode seemed like a different mission in a way, if that makes sense, even though it's all the same mission. But it's a storyline about him protecting the baby and about trying to get him to safety through other people. And there's a lot of stormtroopers as well. There's a bit of abuse, shall we say. I'm not going to say much more, but if you've seen the show, you know what I mean. But yeah, there's some crazy stuff, and there's a certain saber in this that's apparently quite important. I don't know it. I'm not a big fan, but apparently big Star Wars fans noticed some big thing in the finale. Not going to mention much more there, okay? But it's not a spoiler, just so you know. But if you haven't seen this and you're a Star Wars fan, especially if you're a fan of the original trilogy, then go and see this. It's not connected to the original trilogy, but it happens after. There are some connections there, to be fair, but it's very much different. If you're a Star Wars fan, I highly recommend this. I really do. And the last 2 episodes for me was the best part of the show. They ended it so damn well. One problem is, though, the episodes are a bit too short. Like, half of them are like half an hour long, which is a little bit annoying. Plus, it includes credit time as well, so like it's a bit shorter than like the run time. But like, there's only like a few episodes where it's like a good 40 minutes at least. I think it deserves longer episodes. Since like one 8 episode season so far, I think the episode should have been longer, more depthful. But to be fair, for what it was, it worked. It was like watching one long movie in a way, just split into different parts. Because, well, I mean, each episode is called Chapter 1, Chapter 2, Chapter 3. So Season 2 is confirmed, and I'm glad it is, because Season 1 nailed it. So why not do a Season 2? Apparently in the fall of 2020, so a long way away, but it will come, and it'll be worth the wait, I'm sure. Disney, I've heard they're putting a lot of money into these shows, into the Star Wars Mandalorian stuff, into the Kenobi show they're bringing out, and also the Marvel shows they're doing. Apparently they're putting some really good budget into it. I think, do they still make profit like that? Because, like, obviously TV budget is different. Like, it's a lot, you make a lot less money doing TV than movies, obviously. So do they make the money back? Because, like, they spend a lot of money on these shows. I wonder, like, I sometimes wonder what their, like, statements are like, you know, what their accountants see in the numbers. But the point is, they're putting a lot of effort into it, Disney, in terms of, like, money. They're pumping money into these things, like The Mandalorian. and it makes it look good. Visually it looks nice, and the effects are good, and it's like movie quality sometimes. Not every episode, but like a lot of episodes are, a few episodes at least, are like movie quality in a way. But it's good. It's really good. I can't say enough about it. It's not perfect, but for what it is, it's good. It's simple, it's nice, and if we ever get future Star Wars movies, we need more stuff. Not necessarily like this, but like stuff that's different to what we see in the movies currently. But I hope to take a break from that anyway. I hope to take a break from movies anyway, just completely for like a decade or so, and just focus on doing TV shows, because they've got a good thing going here at Mandalorian. And if they can nail the Kenobi one as well, they could have a great TV universe, I guess. Not universe, but they could have a great TV network of Star Wars shows if they pull it off. At the moment, it's looking good. Mandalorian Season 1 for me is a 9 out of 10. Highly recommend it if you're a Star Wars fan. Even if not, you might enjoy it anyway. So check it out if you can. This is your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, and see ya.